no matter how like students treat drama class, Suzanne is like respecting like all of like everyone's feelings about drama. You know, she has a lot of fun with the people that actually like drama, and she, you know.
Hey guys, sorry.
Hmm?
We're not live.
Looks. Oh no.
Oh no.
We're good. It's
Take
fine.
3.
Also, Jess is muted for me.
now.
Yeah, I sure am. I will explain to you for the 3rd time, because I've explained to you twice, but first you weren't there, and secondly you couldn't hear me, that the technical glitch was due to my cat Triscuit, who some of you know, who walked across my keyboard and turned off my internet, and then unplugged my camera and my microphone, and then my computer didn't recognize my camera or my microphone, and I had to turn on the internet manually, because that's the thing my laptop does. So anyway, we're back, and I'm sorry, and I can't control Triscuit, but I will keep a better eye on him. We're in Lunaville, and it's a regular day of school, and Traz was going through what her character is doing, and I'm gonna hide under the desk.
Oh. Bye, Jess.
Bye, Jess.
Yeah, so Suzanne is the drama teacher. She's currently teaching a bunch of middle schoolers. You know, there's some people that are really into drama and like genuinely like acting, but there's also students that like, you know, see it as a respite from like doing maths and like having to do essays and tests and stuff. And she treats everyone equally because, you know, she respects everyone, and like a lot of kids like her because she doesn't like belittle them or like treat them like kids, and they all feel like, you know, everyone respects her, which is, you know, kind of a toss-up with you know, teachers and, you know, middle schoolers. Really, like they either really like you or they really like don't, because, you know, you're kind of a pushover. And she's, you know, one of the people that like students actually like. So yeah, she's, you know, there was a bunch of people on, you know, like rehearsing like this little play. Well, not like, it's not for like a big performance, it's just like, you know, for like to perform to like the rest of class. You know, they've all got scripts, and she's, you know, watching everything unfold.
So they're just basically doing lines with each other and having some fun with some scenes, and I can see that. So while that's going on, what is the counselor doing?
I think that for the start of Mara's day, it's the same every day. She gets out of her car, puts on her heels, walks into school, down the hallway, the same way she always goes, straight to the staff room, fills up an absolutely gigantic, like, big travel mug of coffee, goes to her office, and then pours it into, like, a dainty cup that she has at her desk, and will answer emails, perfectly manicured hands, just tapping away on the keys. Her schedule is full of a mix of students that are looking to look at colleges, juniors, seniors, all stressed out, ready to go, start applying for schools, and then the kids that have to do counseling for like disciplinary things. So I think it would be like a smash cut of like a grumpy kid like sitting in her office for an hour just like glaring at her. And
that would be a certain character that we were talking about at NPC. I'm thinking that would be Kaylin is in your office just glaring at you, refusing to talk.
Oh, that's my girl!
Look, Kaylin, I'm not trying to be pushy. I don't want to upset you. I don't want to overwhelm you. But eventually, whatever it is, you're going to have to face it. You're going to have to look it in the face. So, do you want some help?
Ugh. I don't understand why the teachers make me come in here every week. It's not like I skipped algebra that much.
That much.
I'm just gonna pull up your record. We're gonna look at some facts. It says here you've skipped algebra. How many times? I turned the screen.
It's been at least 3 times a week for the past month.
It's been...
And I have a feeling algebra was like the last class of her day, so she just like skips it to get out early and just go somewhere and not have to see her mom.
Right now, you have a 0. Mr. Fletcher has kindly allowed you to continue having an incomplete in this class, but if you continue to skip, he is going to fail you, and that F, it's going to go on your record. That's going to be on college transcripts, or on your high school transcripts for your college entry. I know you want to not stick around Lunaville your whole life.
Like, you don't understand. No one does.
Well, what do you think is the best way to get out?
Math isn't going to even be important in my future anyway. I had to get... The lighting was perfect. If I hadn't skipped, I wouldn't have gotten there on time.
The lighting?
Then she kind of like clams up and is just like glaring at you and is just like, I'm not telling you anything. You're gonna tell my mom.
I kind of can't, actually.
You're just saying that to get me to talk to you.
I could show you a bunch of legal documents, but the only thing I'd have to tell your mom is if you were going to hurt yourself or somebody else. I think. I'm not an actual therapist, Christina. I don't know. I'm sure there are things that therapists have to tell underage people's parents.
You have to tell their parents if they're suicidal, if they are a danger to themselves, if they're going to be a danger to others. If they're suicidal, homicidal, or if you think there's abuse in the home, you don't have to tell the parents, but you do have to tell the state.
Yes. Yes, I am a mandatory reporter, but that has nothing to do with skipping class for lighting reasons. Is this about theater?
And she just kind of gives a bit of a laugh and is just like, theater, nah. It's not about that. It's like, I wouldn't be leaving school to do theater stuff.
Well, what are you leaving school to do?
I'm going to have you try and coerce.
I can't turn into my like, smoky evil thing. You're like, tell me no! I mean, I could, but that would be...
I mean, you could try, but I'm not sure that would be the best way to deal with the situation.
I don't think it would be either. That is a, So that's
Convince someone, I assume?
Yeah. Just looking at the moves. Emotional. Okay. So I got a 6 on the die, and I have a +0 to emotional, so that is a failure.
In that case, Kaylee just kind of glares at you, refuses to say anything for the rest of the time.
Ooh.
It's like, however, you do know that she's skipping class often, and there might be an option to follow her to find out what she's doing later.
That sounds like within the realm of my job description. I'll think about that.
All right. So that happened. Jess, what is your character doing? What's Annette doing at this time?
Making sure her cat doesn't walk on the keyboard. Because he just stood up.
Oh, is Annette with Q Bunny?
No. Sorry, it was just as soon as you said my name, Triscuit sat up and, like, stretched his paw over the keyboard, and I was like, don't even think about it. So, it's... What day of the week is it? Arbitrary question.
I'm going to say it's Friday. So there's a very good chance that Kaylin is going to skip class.
Okay. So it's Friday. That means that Kaylin has theater practice after school. That means that Braylon has swim team. That means that Jaden has soccer, and I hope that his dad takes him. But if not, I'll have to get a ride. I have to arrange the carpool for tomorrow for the twins' baseball, like kitty little league, and I do have to make about 140 lemon bars for the after party. So I'll be and then I need to make sure that that fucking bitch doesn't get pizza again for the soccer kids, because that's not a healthy snack, and the place she gets it from isn't even organic. So I have my oats and my honey, and I'm getting ready to make 140 lemon bars.
I'm going to say that you suddenly realize that you need more than 140 lemon bars because you forgot about the bake sale.
Oh no.
Oh no.
And you know for a fact that the person in charge of the bake sale will not accept store-bought.
I would never give store-bought. Okay, so they're teenagers, so they're not gonna have any leftover lemon bars. So I can't leave these back in the oven. Let me see. I cannot leave the oven on. It is a convection oven, which is pretty neat. However, let me see. Can I use my I wish to summon my missing ingredient?
You know what? Let's try it.
Okay. So for that, do I just roll 2d6? Or is it... Oh, no, it's mystical. Okay. Let's hope you are nicer to me than you were during Heart. That's not great. But it is an 8. So...
So that's a mixed success.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So...
7 and 9 hold 1.
I'll say you summon the ingredient, but you forget a container. So you certainly have enough of the ingredient, but it leaves a huge mess in your kitchen.
Shit. Okay, well, I'm sure that, you know what, this is embarrassing. I can't let Dorothea see this when she comes to clean up. I'm gonna have to clean this up myself. And I just start putting on like rubber gloves and getting down there. Like, I'll just make it work. It always what happens. It has to work. And start like compiling this flour together, and then doing some mental calculation in my head, thinking that Jess, who is not good at baking, is like, yeah, if I make the lemon bars in the convection oven, they'll cook faster and it'll be fine. And they'll cook half as fast or twice as fast.
That's how ovens work.
Yep, that's exactly how that works. In any case, they may not be perfection. They may not be perfection, but you do manage to make enough lemon bars for both the soccer practice and the school bake.
But then I'll probably need to go to the store. Thank you. Thank you, dude. You're really cool today. Thanks, man.
Oh my god. Triscuit.
I think he's jealous because Tony went to the groomer today. So he's like, Jesus, I get all the attention now.
Okay, I'm going to say that after Kaylin leaves counseling, Q-Bunny appears on top of Mara's head. It is just kind of like, hey, what you doing?
I don't have time for delusions right now. Oh, thank you very much.
I'm not a delusion. You know very well I'm not a delusion. I am a physical being. Why I am on top of your head. But if you won't help me, I guess I'll find one of the others.
None of them have time. What do you need? Small bunny.
Okay, so the thing is, us magical creatures, we usually have a get-together, at least once a month, but I haven't seen anyone in a while. And I need someone to help me find out what happened to them.
Oh. Do you have, like, a shelter in your world or something?
Oh,
Perhaps...
what now?
I'll take that as a no. I'm not sure exactly how I can be helpful. Do you need some emotional support?
I was rather hoping for someone to help me look for them.
I see. Let me actually just... I'm just going to just double check that you're not... And I'm going to pick up my phone and I'm going to call Suzanne's office. Just ring, ring.
Yeah,
that buddy's in my office again.
Yeah,
Basically.
like the phone rings, Suzanne looks up from the class and, she partners us up. It's fine because, it's still, like, rehearsing and stuff. So, like, it's still like she's, like, in the middle of, a lecture or something. So she's able to...
Meanwhile, Q-Buddy the magical jackalope is just like, what is with people nowadays?
Suzanne!
Kids these days!
Hello.
Hey!
That problem that we had this week, the apparition, it's in my office, asking for help finding its friends.
What friends? There's more of them?
We're not exactly friends, we're more like colleagues, but I mean, Mira and I usually talk, like, every week or so, and I haven't heard from her in 2 weeks.
Apparently they're organized.
I wonder if they're unionized.
Yeah,
do you have a union?
No. But also, I don't think Primrose has been around in about 2 weeks either.
Oh, geez. So my student has been missing?
Yeah, it's one of those things that, you've noticed that Primrose has been out of school, but it sounds like the parents have called in sick for her, but it's been 2 weeks now, and that's way too long.
Has this... So, we only became magical girls this week, right?
Yes.
So, like, probably Primrose's, like, disappearance is, like, probably, like, part of the reason, like, why, Suzanne, like, became a magical girl, like, in the search to find her. So I think that really does, like, concern, like, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm concerned about this, and, like, if this is related somehow, then, like, yeah.
Do you want to investigate to perhaps glimpse the truth? Because if this is something you've been thinking about.
Glimpse the truth, I have a 0 in mental, so this is just, so that's a 7.
Okay. 7 is... Okay, 7...
Hold one, so I can ask one question. But also that question... So I've been thinking about this, and I guess what would be the best question in this? Like, would what's about to happen be able to help me in any, like, sense right now? Like, would I be able to realize that?
I think that could be helpful to you. Is that the question you want to ask?
Yes, what's about to happen?
Okay. What's about to happen? If you've come into the information that magical creatures are missing, and one of your students, who you know is a magical girl, has also been absent from school, that something has either happened to them specifically or to magic in this area.
Interesting. Especially when these disappearances have happened, like, before we became magical girls.
Like, however, since this is one of your favorite students, you probably know her parents.
Yes. And I could probably, like, would I know where she lives, or do you think that's, like, outside the bounds because I'm a teacher?
I'd say it is a small town, so you might know the general area. You probably know how to contact her parents at the very least.
Yeah.
But maybe since she is a magical girl, maybe you have, maybe they have a headquarters that you can drop off messages or find more information from.
That's true. So yeah, I'm definitely intrigued. I do want to ask Q Bunny, like, if there's any, like, leads, like, do they, like, have, like, a clue of, like, where to start from, other than, like, you know, what I just, you know, figured out on my own?
Good question. I know there's... We can ask... Consult your mystical creature. Do you want to use the once per session consulting?
This is very early on to do that.
No, it also, like, sets up a place to start.
That's true.
So, I don't think it's a bad use of it.
Alright.
Okay. Who wants to roll the 2d6?
It's a fun check. I guess I will, because, you know, I'm the one that, like, led to this. That is an 8.
Okay.
So that's a mixed success. They aren't sure what is happening, but have your backs. You gain +1 on your next roll based on their encouragement.
Okay. So, Q Bunny is worried, and they know the last place they saw Mira. And they did get a weird feeling from the place, but they didn't have anything concrete to go on.
I think Suzanne's in a bit of a dilemma because, like, school, I assume, is, like, nearly over, but she does have drama club that she needs to, you know, oversee. And I assume this town is, like, I feel like the school is, like, too small to have, like, a second theater drama teacher.
Okay. So, we can skip ahead to the end of the school day. Or nearly the end of the school day if someone is going to follow Kaylee.
I think I do want to put in a call to who I'm assuming the president of the PTA, Annette. Annette, are you involved with the PTA? I would just assume.
Am I?
You are the PTA. And see if I could get a parent volunteer to cover drama class. I think that's a thing, right? That people do.
Mm-hmm. You know, I'm sure there's a parent with that would love to cover drama class.
Actually, that's a good point. I think like after like my middle school drama class ends, I do like make a call to Primrose's parents to like, because like that's a thing I can do immediately, so I can like make the most of my time. And like, would they answer my calls?
They do answer your call. They don't have a lot of information for you. They do say that it seems to be like she's suffering from some sort of magic-induced illness.
So she is at home.
She was. But only within the last... but they do say within the last day or so she seemed to get better, but now she's disappeared.
Huh, okay. Yeah, I thank them for their time and, you know, like, hope that everything, you know, gets better and, like, you know, she appears again, and I hang up. I was initially going to see, like, if they would be available to, like, take over, but, like, clearly that is not in the cards, so, like, hopefully, yeah, a parent will be able to cover for me.
Alright, yeah, I'll put in a call to Annette and just see if she knows anyone that would be interested, and also kind of mention that, hey, or Suzanne and I are probably going to, like, go out looking for this student, and also the bunny showed up in my office again, and just wanted to make sure that you also knew what was going on. If you were interested, you're more than welcome to join.
Why, I could absolutely find a parent volunteer. I mean, I would love to step in myself and, you know, teach myself. We could do the red leather, yellow leather, and get back to zip, zap, zop. It's been so long since, you know, had one of those good stretches. But if you've said a student is missing, I feel like this concerns me, and I should really try and, you know, assist in any way possible as treasurer and secretary of the PTA. I feel it's, you know, if not my duty, at least my responsibility.
That is so admirable. I so appreciate it. Did we set up a time, or Suzanne, should we just meet in my office at the end of the day?
That's probably the best location, yeah. Especially because, like, that's what Q Bunny is, right? I assume Q Bunny's stuck around?
Yep, Q Bunny's still in the office. And I will say, though, that Kaylin does not show up for drama class.
Dun dun dun.
Dang it, Kaylin.
Am I aware of this?
I'm pretty sure when Suzanne gets to the office and meets with you, she might mention that, oh, Kaylin didn't show up for drama class.
Yeah, like, and I'm, like, already, like, talking to Mara about how, like, you know, like, she's known to skip, so, like, this isn't out of the ordinary, but given the missing student already...
Yeah, I was about to say, is this news to Annette that Kaylin is skipping drama class as well?
Kaylin is an honor roll student. She would never skip school, especially not drama. That's her love. She knows that I starred in Oklahoma in a dual role of both Lori and Ado Annie. And her grandmother originated the role of Joseph and the black and white Dreamcoat. It was an experimental production, but she directed it. So it's in her blood. What else could she do? I mean, she loves drama, and we've already been working on her one-woman show of As You Like It for college applications.
Does she like it?
Of course she does. What's not to like? She's the center of attention. She has the spotlight on her. She gets to learn lines. And it's so easy. She just goes out there and she's herself and everyone loves her.
You're going on about all this, and like Suzanne and Mara just like side-eye each other like the entire time.
I mean, why would she ever miss that? Something must be very wrong. You said first this Primrose child is missing, and now whose daughter is that? And she's like mentally going through the phone tree in her head. She's like, the Sandersons girl, right. And now Kaylin is missing. It clearly, either they've been abducted or they're maybe experimenting together.
Not that that isn't a possibility that we can be very supportive of, but
it's
also
perfectly healthy. We've all done it.
Oh my god!
I mean, we've all had.
I mean like Annette, like the kind of like straight person who like experimented in college.
I feel like Annette has absolutely no self-awareness whatsoever.
Or is it just like compet?
Ed loves jumping to
conclusion.
Yeah.
I was gonna say jumping to conclusion,
like
but I did a bit of a Freudian slip and said jumping to confusion.
Yeah. Annette absolutely had a best friend who was her soulmate and did everything together and sobbed and wept for months when her friend moved away. And then, you know, she found a boyfriend and like he was fine. And he did football, so of course he was perfect. And you know, everybody just has a really good friend.
Like, yeah, like I assume she's like high school sweethearts.
Oh yeah,
husband.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
And now he's a doctor.
I can see this person so clearly. All right, so all of you realize that it appears that you now have 2 missing children. However, you do know that Kaylin was at least at school within the last hour or so.
And I did hear Kaylin talking about lighting, and it wasn't about theater. Would I make a leap that maybe this is photography based at some level and look for maybe like somewhere that would be really cool to take pictures, like maybe a water tower or some landmark, a really cool tree?
Okay, I think you're going to want to do an investigation.
Yeah. Is this...
So, glimpse the truth. Roll plus mental.
Oh, great. Mental. Another +0 for me. But that's okay. That's a 10 on the die.
Nice. Okay, so you get hold 3.
Hell yeah.
Spend 1 to ask a question.
Does it have to be a specific question?
It's on the list.
It's on the list if you go to basic moves.
Uh-huh. Oh, glimpse the truth. Here we go. Alright, I'm gonna go with what new and useful information can I gather
from
using my years in this town, I guess.
Yeah, so using what you know about Kaylin and things she's let slip and a bag that could have held a pretty fancy camera. And you know that there is an overlook that has a great view of fields of flowers.
Oh, heck yeah.
Ooh.
Super bloom.
Yes.
What's the most useful thing here?
The most useful thing here is that you know that the lighting is going to be perfect in about 2 hours, which would definitely be enough for an aspiring artist to get to the location and set up the perfect shot.
Excellent. Can I keep that last hold?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And I'm just going to tell everyone we're going to the lookout. I think that's where your child is. Shall I drive? Someone else? Do you have the van?
I mean, like, do we need a van? But like, But yeah, the drama department would have like a van for like moving props if you need it.
And Q Buddy kind of pipes up and goes, "Oh, that's in the same direction where I last saw Mira. We could stop there on the way."
The overlook with the flowers?
Yeah, it was a little bit beyond that, you know, where the woods get thicker. That's where I last saw Mira.
The woods, into the woods, out of the woods, no before dark.
I think I figured out how to fix the sound on my mic. Let me know if it's terrible. Anyway, Annette definitely has at least 2 cars, one of which is available. Like, she has her like cute little smart car for when she's just driving around by herself, because that's her like I'm a hot mom car, is like a tiny little electric car. Probably not a smart car because it would have like a convertible top. But then she also has like a minivan of some sort that's probably, let's say, a friggin' Porsche minivan, something super unnecessary, for carpool. Or like a Cadillac minivan.
Perfect. So you all pile into the car. Q Bunny, I think would be kind of like hanging out on the dashboard, being a little bit of a nuisance. But is just
on like the keyboard of the car, you mean?
yes, exactly like that. And it's just like, hey, so you all are getting really good at this. I really appreciate you guys, but I know that most magical creatures kind of tend to gravitate towards younger children because they seem to have like more free time and are a little bit more open to magic and stuff like that. But here's the
More
thing.
hope.
So
Free time, yes.
I don't know what you're talking about, hope. I mean, I think everyone has at least a little bit of hope in them. But the thing is, one of the reasons why I'm really glad that I chose you all is because, and then like pulls out a flask and is just like, so I can still drink whiskey. Cause really, this would not be cool to do with kids. And just kind of like takes a little bit of a swig. And then puts it back.
You Bunny, be careful. Just, if we get pulled over, and if for anything goes wrong for the first time ever and I can't handle it, you put that away, because if I have a bunny drinking in my car when I'm pulled over, we'll be in probably a little bit of trouble.
I don't see why not. I'm not driving.
It's this silly open container law they have everywhere except New Orleans.
It's a flask. It isn't open until I like, open it.
Okay. I get it. I trust you.
Good. So, as as I was saying, so I haven't seen Mira in about a week. You know, she's the like bluish bunny with the horn, and she's like scary powerful magic-wise. So if anything's happened to her, we might be in for some trouble. So just putting that out there. I mean, not to scare you all or anything, but yeah, we could be in some trouble.
I trust me and my companions. We can handle this.
Good. You're all just super capable, and I know you can handle this. So I'm here to cheer you on because that's what I do.
I'd like to spend my hold and ask Q Bunny, what is the danger here? What is the dangerous thing?
Ooh.
Like, what is Q Bunny scared of? I'm just like, tell me about what is making you feel this way.
Okay, so the last time I talked to Mira, Mira was really concerned about these tiny shadow creatures. I never saw any myself, but she was concerned. And you know, as I said, she's super powerful, and I'm not nearly as powerful. So if she's worried about them, then that means I should be worried about them too, right?
I mean, it doesn't do well to dwell on things that we don't know about for sure are worrisome, but also in that context, perhaps.
I agree. I don't think it does well to dwell on anything you don't understand or anything that you don't know about, because you can't change it anyway, and if you don't know about it, it probably doesn't concern you or affect your life.
That is not what
God.
We're on the same page, you and I.
We are not.
Yeah, Q Buddy's just like, books. I think there's something. I'm not sure if there's something right with that logic, but it's somehow appealing to me.
Like, I too want to be head empty.
I too want to be head empty, but I'm not sure I can. Alright, so you get to the destination, and all of a sudden, you hear a bit of a surprised shout. And
do we recognize the voice?
It sounds like Kaylin.
Time to run!
Mom brain activated running. I don't know if I'm angry or if I'm worried, and the two are just making me move really fast. We need more jazzy, exciting music than this.
Jazzy, exciting music.
There we go. We're running.
All right. So, you're running, not trying to be stealthy or anything. Getting there as fast as possible. You turn, and all of a sudden you see like the field of flowers, and it's got a little bit of a boulder type formation in the center, and on top of that formation is Kaylin. And Kaylin has a camera in one hand, but you can see that she's worried about something that's below her, but you see this field of flowers moving rapidly, but you can't see what's moving the flowers.
And
Oh,
sorry, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna transform. And Suzanne's magical go transformation is activated when she says, "Costume change! Mise en scene, take the stage!"
I love it. And what does your transformation look like?
think like it's a very like, you know, those like really like cool like if this, you know, the Cinderella dress that like starts off like a very plain dress and then like the person twirls around and like there's some really cool like costume trickery that like makes it transform into like the Cinderella dress, but it is the same dress. It is in real life. There is no magic involved whatsoever. It's like, it looks like that from the outside perspective, but it is magic, and like, because there's no like, her clothes could not have possibly like been hiding that, but it looks like it could be if like some really like powerful like costume stuff was involved.
I love it so much. Okay, and Annette was going to...
I was going to be vigilant. Because this looks dangerous. Okay.
Suzanne is the defender and will always immediately go for the transformation.
That is in 11.
Ooh, I love that.
All right.
So, what do you want to do with be vigilant?
Yeah. I want to, sorry, I was trying to find what on this playlist would be a good transformation song, and I don't think I found one. While, Mise en Scene was appearing, I was like, what's a good transformation song? And then I was like, none of them. So I get 3 questions.
Ooh.
What's my best way to protect the area or victims here? Is the first one.
Okay. The best way to protect the area... and not destroy the flowers? I will say that the flowers are in the way of you viewing whatever it is that has scared Kaylin. So,
okay. So the flowers aren't what scared her.
No, but there's something moving the flowers. There's something in there that's dangerous. And it looks like they're fairly short because the flowers aren't that tall.
Mm-hmm.
But considering how it's made its way around where Kaylin is, it's either a very large short creature or a bunch of tiny creatures.
Ooh.
And the best way to kind of assess the situation would be to gain a visualization on the creatures, either getting them out of the flowers or removing some flowers.
Okay. So my next question is, what seems to be, if I could tell through the flowers, this creature's weakness?
Well, considering it's in flowers, something that might weaken it would be light. They don't seem to be all that keen on jumping out of their cover.
Mm.
Okay. And then, do we want to save a hold, y'all, or do we want to? To see the best way out, maybe. I don't have to ask them all at once, right?
Right.
Yeah, you can.
It might be a good idea to save one until some more
hold
things
the
get
hold.
Cool. So I'll hang on to that last one. Okay. Seeing that, I'm going to transform.
Awesome. What does your transformation look like?
I put my face in my hands and just rub my hair like that, and it gets really sleek and shiny.
And that's it.
And then she just, her outfit changes to like red, but she doesn't have to do anything to that. She's now wearing like a slinky red dress instead of mom clothes.
I I love it.
And she has
it's
like
basically you give yourself a makeover.
Hitchcock blonde hair just by doing this. It's like that scene in The Craft when she changes her hair color and everyone's like, that's it. So she does that, and then, can I make light? No. But I am going to...
Because your element isn't light.
But I am going to try and shoot out a hex on these creatures.
Okay.
And I'm just going to say to my companions here, light! They're scared of light! I got an 8. So I want to slow... Oh, and I get a +1 on acting on this, so it's a 9, so it doesn't really matter now.
Oh, yeah.
The target is slowed somehow, so clash actions gain +1 against the target. And then I would also like... Oh, that's it. That's all I can do. So I'll do that.
Yeah.
Okay. So you can feel the hex hit, but the rustling of flowers only slows in one area.
I think there's lots of creatures here.
Can I also transform?
Slow down
like,
one
hold
of
on,
many
Caitlin, Mommy's
creatures.
coming.
And Caitlin's like, Mom? What? What? Run!
I know, I'm having
Run!
a good hair day.
They're everywhere. What are you talking about? Does Caitlin know that you're magical now?
No.
Yeah,
What
she's
the
gonna be like,
What are you doing in that dress?
Mom,
And, like,
run! They're dangerous. And why are you here with 2 of my teachers? Oh my god, this is so embarrassing. What the hell? And yes, Christina, you can transform.
We're here to rescue you, sweetie. You'll be out of there in just a second.
Caitlin's just like, I'm not sure I want to be rescued anymore. I don't want you to get hurt. I mean, they can't reach up here, so I'm fine. I'm just stuck.
The Gloomheads from Tears of the Kingdom.
I'm so scared now. I'm gonna transform. Mara just she looks up to the sky and just starts screaming. Like bloody murder. And as she screams,
that would
she
be her
lifts
transition.
in the air. Yeah. And you see just like this swirling cloud of greens and dark purples just twisting around, and they're gonna like go into her eyes that turn, one flares green, one flares purple, but the rest is just her in her fancy suit. And heels because she didn't pack her driving shoes in someone else's car, so she's in heels.
I love it.
We're both in heels.
That's transformation.
Yeah. I don't know if I can run in these like you seem to, but we'll try it.
You know, I
That explains why Suzanne is like running ahead.
And so Caitlin goes, Counselor Crane? You can do magic? Yeah, you should be able to do something about these things. They're like little shadow things.
I can smell their fear, and I'm gonna clash.
Ooh.
And you get a +1.
And you have +1.
Yep. Sweet. And I do have a forceful punch and hit, so I can send them flying as well. So that's going to be a 10 with the +1.
Oh, snap.
And Clash is a physical, so that makes that a 11. So I'm going to choose the extra effect of... Oh, interesting. there's force them to drop something they're holding. Is Kaylin being held by them in any way? Or is she just, like, surrounded?
Kaylin's surrounded on top of a rocky boulder, almost. And it seems to be too tall for the creatures to reach without getting out of the flowers, but she is surrounded.
Okay, I'm going to then force them to go where I want. I'm going to kind of leap off the ledge we're on, and like from the parking lot, and do a like superhero landing in the flower field. And they are like a wave goes out, and they start to scurry, I guess towards where I am, away from Kaylin.
Ooh, so you're scattering them. That's
yes,
actually a pretty good move. I'm going to say that when you do the superhero landing, you stomp on one, and you get an image beneath your foot of a shadow creature. It's about the size of a cat. And it looks like it may have long ears and like a short tail, but because it's a shadow, its features are a little bit amorphous, and it shatters before you can get a good look at it. But you now see, like, instead of it being a group around this boulder, there are now like 3 or 4 smaller groups of moving flowers that you can distinguish now.
Okay. Ooh. Excellent. So mechanically, we both do damage to each other. So I do damage to them of 2, and I believe they do 2 damage back to me.
Nice. And does your damage spread out to more than one creature at a time, or is it focused on one creature?
It's just clash. It says you both do damage to each other, and I do the physical stat. So I would imagine...
I think you can only do damage to one at a time, if it says differently.
Okay. Well, that's just the basic move.
I did make the effect of you, like, moving them affect more than one.
Awesome. Love that. How much damage do I take? Is it 2, or do they have, like, a standard damage array?
No, that says damage equal to the damage rating of your weapon, or physical stat if unarmed.
Yeah.
Okay. Going to be real,
you
their hit points are
you have,
2.
like, 3 moves.
Well, the extra effect you can pick, since a 10 plus, or you didn't get a 12, right?
I didn't get a 12, no, but I did choose the force them to go where I want effect for the 10 plus.
Oh, okay, because I was going to say you could have taken less harm.
Yeah, I think this is my first harm. I have 11 hit points. I can soak that.
Mm.
Okay.
Look at me, I don't have a negative in con.
I'm going to say that since their hit points are 2, they can't do more than 2 damage back at you.
Nice.
Nice.
Mwahaha. And I will say Kaylin looks reluctantly impressed and is now taking your picture. She was just like, that was an awesome landing.
Imagine kind of like hulked out, just like angry. Well, not angry, but like, I guess the filter is gone. And I'll just say, like, child, get out as soon as you can. When it's clear, run.
Will do. And just kind of gives you a little bit of a sarcastic salute, but you can tell that she was really frightened, and now she's feeling more confident and will, in fact, follow your instructions.
Absorb the fear.
Hell yeah.
I love it. Yes. And next...
with like, Suzanne transformed, she like went over to make sure that Aelin was safe. She seemed to be fine, like on the rock. So like, I think at that point Suzanne like doubles back around to like where Mara is, and is prepared to like help her in some way, whether that is the protect action or helping her with the I've got your back.
Ooh.
Oh, well, what am I saying? That we can do this together, because she does not fight.
Are you holding your move until something happens and doing one or the other, or are you doing one or the other now?
Well, we don't have initiative. This is just me saying this is what Suzanne is up to at this point. And if something happens, she's now in a better spot narratively to, like, protect or whatever.
Okay, so you just move closer to Nox.
Yes.
Love this. Okay. And considering... Yeah, I'm gonna say that you managed to avoid whatever the creatures are as you make your way over there. But there are a lot of rustling flowers.
Honey, what are those in there? Or Nox, could you tell what that was? That was beautiful, by the way. Well done. Brava.
Thank you. They are some sort of shadow creature, rabbit cat-like. They have big ears.
Just because someone has big ears doesn't mean they're a rabbit cat. Can you imagine if everyone called Ross Perot a rabbit cat?
Is Ross Perot a rabbit cat?
I feel like he might have gotten elected if he had been, but that's not besides the point. Shadow rabbit cats are attacking my daughter?
Yes.
Okay.
Shall we... They seem to be scattered out. We need an extract and continued beat down? I don't know.
And
like whatever you want to do next.
Yeah.
See, I've got a smart idea in mind, but like
tell me about
my character isn't smart. So should I just say it or should I roll?
I say roll if you want to roll.
Yeah.
But also, what would I be rolling? Like, would I?
What are you trying
to? I guess.
Are
I just
you
have a
trying
plan of. Actually, I think I'll just do a be vigilant check because we are in a dangerous situation. That is a 10.
Sweet.
So hold 3.
Nice. Hold 3.
But also be vigilant is like questions, I realize. What is my best way to protect the area or victims here?
Ooh, that's a good one. As you're studying the groups of moving flowers, you notice that they don't move to attack, and as you're viewing this, you notice that some of the moving flowers like group together and then move to attack Nox. But it looks like the individual, like, smaller moving groups of flowers aren't able to attack.
Interesting. So, like, they need to be in, like, big clumps to attack?
You get the feeling that they cannot attack individually. They are not powerful enough to do that.
Okay. So
Good thing
scattering them
of
is
teamwork.
Yeah.
So, as I said that, a group moves to attack Nox. Let's see if they succeed. And I'm going to say they do not.
Okay, so that's fine.
So they move to, like, bite your ankles, but you end up easily dodging.
These heels...
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying, like, these heels give me, like, I'm shockingly agile on these. Must be part of the transformation.
I would like to, wondering if I want to, we can do this together to help Nox, or if I should just, fire back with a hex at them.
We already, like, saw that, like, hexing a single one, like...
Yeah.
Isn't going to do much if they in groups, so...
So, yeah, I'll say we can do this together, and I'll do it with Mystical. Because, you know, the crystal, like, the ambiance, this is where I used to come to do outdoor yoga. The vibes are good here.
I mean, it's beautiful. Yeah.
That's a 12.
With your best friend.
Oh, that's lovely.
Ooh.
So Nox automatically gets a power point. And then Nox and I both get, Nox gets +1 to their next roll. And I get a power point, and Nox gets an additional power point.
Yay. And now you can present in class. Because you got PowerPoints.
Okay. So...
Do we have a place to mark PowerPoints on here? No. That's fine.
It's underneath hit points.
Ah!
And right above conditions.
Look at that! Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Okay, has everyone made a move this round?
I
made 2.
Yeah. I've made...
Oh,
like
what?
Well,
I think everyone's...
by the apocalypse is there's no rounds or anything, so it's like kind of whatever. But like we've all, like,
but I just
kind of
want to try and give everyone the same amount of screen time ish.
Well, since we have these PowerPoints, I don't want to use them because that's cool. However, I'm looking on the reference here. Sorry, folks, kind of last minute on this. What can I do with PowerPoints?
Basically you can spend them to like get advantage on a roll, or actually I need to find out where in this.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah,
I've got the book, and I am looking at the glossary. That's helpful.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
Power pool.
You can spend 1 power point to gain a +1 in a roll, or spend 2 to gain advantage on your next roll. And when we get 4 power points collectively, we can spend those to perform a team attack.
See, that's what I wanted to do. So we don't have it. Oh, we do have enough collectively. There's 3 of us.
I don't have any power points. And we need 4. And we only have 3 right now.
So you're almost there.
Okay,
Yeah.
so yeah, I want to save the PowerPoints then until we all have one and have enough. So I want to set... Shoot. I'm going to try and...
idea of what to do for the team attack, and I realize it's related to the plan that I had that I don't know how to convey. Because none of the moves really, like, you know, are tailored to that.
Well, describe it to me. I may have you just roll a basic roll and see if it succeeds.
Basically, these shadows are weak to light. Do you know what we have? We have a car. The car has headlights.
Yeah, it does.
That's true. However, they are being rather well covered by a field of flowers. So in order for that to succeed, you would have to drive that car through the field of flowers, and you may or may not get a certain number of these creatures.
Sure. Which is why I think it would be a good team attack. Drive a car. That's the real superpower.
Do you want to go
think
ahead
it
and do
could
that?
work.
I will allow it.
What role would that even be?
I think it is somewhat of a clash roll.
Which is funny because, like, only one of us can, like, do damage. And this is a car.
I say it would either be a clash or a thwart peril.
But yeah, this is why I think, like, it might be, like, worthwhile as a team attack, but not as, like, a normal, like, move.
Okay.
Yeah, you could just as easily, like, grab a flashlight from the car if it had one.
That's true.
And use that.
Oh, it has if we are in my car, it definitely has one. It has, like, an entire first aid kit back there, and a bag of cat litter, and, like, a candle in, like, in an old coffee can in case you get snowed in. Jumper cables, shovel, and, like, probably a little, like, pop-up tent. Because you never know when you're gonna go camping.
Oh my god.
Does it have one of those reflective blankets? Because we could hold the reflective blanket, turn on the high beams, and just, like...
do a spotlight type thing?
Okay, I'm going to say no, but I'm going to say what she does have is one of those reflecting things people used to put in the dashboard of their car so that it didn't get too hot.
Oh, yes!
Yes!
Oh, yes!
Is it glittery?
So I think, like...
It has, like, fake
hey,
sunglasses on it, and the sunglasses reflect.
I'm going to say that Kaylin definitely knows about the reflective sun shield.
Mm-hmm. That's what they're called.
And I say that she probably makes a move to go get that.
Ooh. So she'll get off the rock?
Then she'll be in danger.
I have a feeling... yeah, well... I mean, she was told to make a run for it if she had the chance. Maybe she sees an opening.
I can cover her.
Yeah,
too.
hell yeah.
I'll cover your 6. What does that
I'll
mean?
cover your 7.
I'll cover whatever you need.
Okay, I'm just going to roll...
Do you need covers?
Alright, I'm saying that Kaylin does succeed in jumping off the rock and making her way to the car. However, I'm going to say that she finds the car door locked.
Oh no!
Because
damn you,
Annette seems like the kind of person who, whenever she leaves the car, locks the car door, or has the ones that automatically lock after a few minutes.
So, if I notice she's there, I will absolutely unlock the car and try and get her there. But the question is, do I notice that she is there? Do I know this is the plan?
You could be a bit too distracted.
And like Kaylin just like had an idea of her own and then like rushed off.
Yeah, this is Kaylin having an idea. And probably as soon as she can't unlock the car door, will then climb on top of the car, just in case. But the car is in the parking lot, so it's unlikely that these shadow creatures will come out into the open.
Can I spend my last vigilant hold for... are there any dangers I haven't noticed?
Ooh.
Because then maybe I would have noticed anything, or if there's something else that I need to know about, that's taken care of.
I'd say maybe Kaylin has one of the shadow creatures, like, clinging to her back now.
Oh no!
Right, and it can't do damage to her because there's only one of them.
Yeah, but the thing is she going to let that creature hang off of Kaylin?
No. I am first going to use my I wish, and just say, I wish I left that door unlocked.
Oh.
All right, so Kaylin makes her way into the car. However, the creature is still on her back. So I think Kaylin doesn't notice the creature is still there and just enters the car and is
I have two
trying.
Holds with this. Can I do a thing?
Ooh, yes, you can do a thing.
So I will unlock the door.
Uh-huh.
And then with my other thing, may I cause the general light in an area to brighten for 1 minute?
Oh, hell yeah!
Okay, so as...
Brighten it around Kaylin.
I think Kaylin is just kind of like, close her eyes and is just like, what the hell? I'm trying to do something! And doesn't even notice the shadow creature dissolving.
You're doing amazing!
Grabs the light shield. And it's just like, well, I mean, at least the light is useful for this. And she kind of like shines a bright beam of light into the flowers and is kind of herding the creatures into a general direction.
See, Ms. Unseen, isn't she a shining star? I always said that she glowed. It's her inner light. And look how clever she is. She really is just radiant.
I think Ms. Unseen, like, under her breath is like, but this means she would be better in the bio box.
Oh my god, Bob, shut up! Why are you so embarrassing?
You're doing amazing. Mommy's just really proud.
Why?
Since they're all in the same area, I'm going to punch them.
Yeah.
I will say, since you notice that your movement moves more than one, that you are near an overlook. Remember, Ooh. So if you were to add your forceful push, you might be able to force the majority of them over a cliff, and you wouldn't have to fight them individually.
Yeah. Say that I've got your back, and I'm going to use Persona on my "we can do this together" roll to like help amplify your punches.
Oh, thank you.
Which means that you automatically get a PowerPoint, and that means we have 4.
We do have 4.
That is a 9. So I have a cooperative relationship with you. You gain +1 to your next roll, but I am in danger.
Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm going to roll to clash and just push like a giant wave of fear out towards them. I think that's how I'm gonna fight them rather than actually physically punching them.
Are you going to use the 4 power points for a team move?
Do you want to do that? Let's do it. So I'm going to use a wave of fear. What are the other 2 doing in our team move?
I'm gonna make sure that we can do that when I have 0 power points.
Yeah.
Well, it's a collective. It's a PowerPoint pool.
Yeah. Okay.
So when you're using a team move with those PowerPoints, then everyone's involved.
Okay. As any combination, as long as they spend points equal to the amount of heroes +1, and then roll emotional. Okay. So yeah, they can be spent.
And I'm going to send out hexes that basically cause them, because one of the things I can do with that I haven't yet is to inflict self-doubt onto someone or make them mundane in the world. So I'm going to send out feelings of maybe you're not a shadow cat rabbit.
Maybe you're nothing.
Maybe you're just someone that somebody imagined or wished, and now they don't want you anymore. Maybe you're the memory of a rabbit or a cat, and you don't belong anywhere. And
maybe
as that
all alone
looks
in
is
the
really
moonlight.
just, you know, a popular girl kind of like just tossing her hair and turning her back. That's her move for that.
Oh my god! You're winning this with the mean girl move, and I'm here for it.
So
I think Suzanne's, as I mentioned like before we started, but like Suzanne's magic is like, because her magic is trust, and she has a -1 in mystical. Like her magic is really subtle, and I think like in this case, it is just her being like, you know, like sensing the vibe of the others, like, you know, Annette, like sending self-doubt, Nox like sending all of this like fear and stuff, and like she's just like, you know, yes-anding them basically, and just like, you know, like helping to amplify like what they're going for.
Ooh. So I'd say combined, you all kind of heard these creatures over the cliff, but as they come out into the light, they just start dissolving into nothing. They were shadows and now have become even less. It's like they don't even shatter, they just disappear.
Is Q Bunny still here?
Yes, Q Buddy is still here, and Q Buddy hops over and was just like, "That was amazing! I knew you all were the right people for the job. And I am obviously really smart in choosing all of you. And look, you saved the girl!" And Kaylin comes over just like, "What the fuck is that?"
Oh, sweetie, this is Q Bunny. He's a jackalope. They're a jackalope.
Yeah, no, you... What the fuck? There's a jackalope? You do magic now. What is going on?
Oh, I wouldn't call it magic. I would just say, you know, sometimes things go right. You're the real magic in my life. But not when you come to school.
No, that's not what this is. And... What?
You are so lucky to have such invested teachers.
Okay, you kind of saved my bacon here, so I will give you that. But
you know I don't like you eating bacon.
Oh my god.
Mom, really?
Tempeh is so much better for both your heart and your waistline. Anyway, continue. What were you doing that was so much more important than going to your theater class?
Yeah, she's now hiding the camera behind her back and is just like, I was... Nothing. I was picking flowers for a bouquet for you.
I wish we had gotten a good look at those creatures. If only someone had captured them on film or video, something like that.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have a camera. I didn't take pictures of whatever those creatures were. Also, there was something that looked about the same size that they chased into the woods. I got a blurry picture of it, but I mean, I didn't get a blurry picture of it because I don't have a camera and I definitely wasn't out here practicing photography. So
I don't understand why you keep saying you don't have a camera. You are glued to your phone all the time. I know that you are like snap-apping or whatever it is that you do in there all the time. You're Instagram. You're on the Instagram constantly and with your snaps. So, of course you have a camera. Even if you didn't have, you know, a film camera, you have a camera. Why are you lying?
Actually, I left my phone at home because I knew you would track me because you're just that kind of mom.
Damn.
I don't understand
lady, you're
why
lucky.
you don't care about your own safety and my concern for you, but I do understand that you're at the age where maybe we should have a conversation about trust. And maybe I could trust you if you went to class and where you were supposed to be. But I believe your counselor was asking for pictures of maybe...
Fine. Fine. And she just kind of like turns the camera around, and you go through the pictures, and one of the first ones was of a bluish blur being chased into the woods by several little dark creatures. And some of the later pictures have more of the dark creatures, and they do look like shadows, only a little bit more solid. And they do seem to resemble different kinds of rabbits, but like one of them has wings, another one seems to have horns, another one seems to have... They seem to be like rabbits, but perhaps with extras. But they're all shadowy, and you can see through them.
Can I glimpse the truth here? About
go
creatures?
for it.
Not really. No, I can't. However, because I have wish fulfillment, this will not tell me about the creatures. Oh, well, I can always ask... Oh, I can ask this about them. What do they desire? I thought it was what do you desire, but that's me having watched too much Lucifer. What do these creatures want?
What do the creatures desire? The creatures are feeling displaced.
Ooh.
And
no, I feel bad for murdering them.
And want to return to where they're supposed to be.
They got isekai'd.
Okay.
Maybe we did return them. We don't know. We don't know what happened.
It is possible that you have now returned them to where they belong. But you don't know.
Death!
However, they were chasing something into the woods that perhaps had something they wanted.
I think Suzanne definitely wants to go into the woods, but they have Caitlin here, which is, she doesn't want any of the students to be in danger. So it's like
Caitlin's just like, I'll go wait in the car. If you guys need to check something out, I'll just be posting my new photos on Instagram.
Sounds good.
They actually still use Instagram. I mean, I've seen it on her phone, but I don't know if that's just there to throw me off from whatever real apps they're doing these days.
A lot of the young ones have something called the Finsta.
Oh,
where they post fake. I don't know if that's still a thing.
Fish? It's a fin thing?
No, they have two accounts. One for people like Mom to follow, and one for other people to follow.
I will say, though, if you do look at her phone, she does seem to have an app that's new, that you've not heard of before. And it's called...
Persona app.
Is it called Threads?
Oh no, not Threads!
No! It's called Edge of Night.
Oh. And it's got Shadow the Hedgehog as the app.
Yeah, of course it does.
Yeah.
Is that a band?
Yeah, sure, it's a band. Yep, just one of those new bands that just, you wouldn't like them. It's all new and, like, my mom calls it noise instead of music. It's one of those. So I know you all won't be interested.
Suzanne takes out her smartphone and she searches up this app on the App Store.
You don't find it on the App Store.
Huh. Interesting. No, that's it. I don't know how else to find this app.
That's clearly an unauthorized app.
You can't shut it down on your parent controls on your phone?
No.
Oh my goodness. Hackers. Maybe hackers are behind all of this.
Damn.
Like, meanwhile, Q-Buddy now looks to be going to explore the woods.
Alright, woods time.
Yeah.
Well, actually, before we go into the woods, I still have 2 hold from Be Vigilant, and I think I should spend that hold onto, Are there any dangers I haven't noticed?
There don't appear to be any dangers that you haven't noticed.
Even when looking towards the woods?
It looks like perhaps there was danger, but it is either gone elsewhere or you've already defeated it.
Okay, so, like, this area is now safe, and if we go into the woods, so we're not, like... There's probably danger in there, but it's not, like, not next to us.
Not in the immediate area.
Okay. So that's probably, like, the most I can get out of the Be Vigilant check.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm just gonna remind Kaylin that there's, that I made granola, and I have it in a Tupperware in the glove box. If she wants some of that, because I'm sure she bought trash from a vending machine. So if she gets hungry, she can have some granola, and I'll even allow her some dried fruit.
She, like, pretends to eat the granola, but, like, as soon as her mom's back is turned, she's going to definitely dig a Slim Jim out of her bag.
Good for her!
Hell yeah.
I'm just thinking of all the pamphlets I'm just going to be putting in your purse for later.
Oh, so great. Alright, so you enter the woods, and Q-Bunny seems to catch on to some rabbit-sized footprints, and is just like, I think I can follow these.
I'm glad you can. I'm having trouble getting my heel out of the brush of this. Oh, I think I've de-transformed at this point. And I'm having problems walking in heels again. It's like,
oh no!
You have to use your heel.
Nice paved
Think
hallways.
of your heel like a cleat.
Like for soccer?
Yeah. Fabio called it football during my summer abroad. But yes, think of it like you're just walking in cleats, and use the heel like a spike to just dig in there.
All right. Immediately just squishes through a bunch of dead leaves.
Just imagine
Sure
that your
there.
feet are weapons. Old pageant trick.
Wow.
Of course she did pageantry.
Just like every step you take,
you're
just stepping in the eye of someone who wronged you.
Oh, wow. Yeah, that'll do it. So,
Respect.
a few minutes of wandering into the woods, and Q-Bunny sniffs at a little hollow, and is just like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I think it's Mira.
The bunny?
And Q-Bunny kind of like leans in and just goes, Mira, are you there? And there's no answer.
Is it time to consult our magical
Is there like a hole into the stump?
Yeah, there's a little hollow.
We already consulted the magical creature. We can't do it again.
Oh, dang. Okay,
right. But,
oh, no, it has power points.
It's like, if you lean down and get up close, you should be able to see into the hollow.
Okay. Are we going to get... Oh, we already got Alice in Wonderland once. What's another Alice in Wonderland?
Oh, I've seen this place in a dream before. Or was it a nightmare?
Ooh.
I've had deja vu about this. I'd like to roll mystical and use my It All Fits Together move.
Heck yeah.
I love this.
Okay, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad. Don't mess up the sheet, me. Okay. So mystical is +2. Alright. So that is an 11. So I get to hold 2. I'm going to say that I'm investigating this area, and the target loses something important. You know where it is. So the target is like this entity, whatever's down here.
Ooh.
Could be
okay.
even Mira.
I'm going to say that the target is going to be your foe, and the foe has lost something important, which would be Mira. And you said you've seen this place in a dream.
Yes,
you dreamed of pulling something from this stump, and it looked to be an injured animal.
Oh my goodness.
Ooh.
I'm gonna reach in to the stump and feel around like at the dream.
You feel the softest fur you've ever felt before.
Oh. I'm gonna gently
Benoy.
pull up whatever it is.
You pull out of the stump a small bunny, which is kind of blue and purple in color, with a dark purple horn spiraling out from its forehead, and it seems to be passed out. There's a little bit of blood on its fur, but it seems mostly to be exhausted and a bit injured.
Yeah.
Do you think either of you can help this creature?
Well, I'm...
Because I can give you +1.
I mean...
I think we can help it together.
I wish I had a healing spell, but...
Let's see. I wish the creature was okay. I can't do that. I can summon medicine to my hand, but that doesn't mean I know how to use it.
But also, like, I'm not sure Almirages, like, take to human medicine either.
Yeah.
I'd say Q Bunny probably pipes up and goes, I think I'd be able to heal her if you all help me.
Okay.
Okay, how do we help you help her?
Yeah.
I bet we could do it together.
Okay. Let's do a we can do it together.
Yay! Would that be with mystical? Is Q Bunny our supernatural intervention?
Yeah, we can do this together with mystical roll.
I'm using Persona because I have a bond with Q Bunny.
Okay, yep. We can definitely use that.
Dang.
I got a 10. No, I got a 12. I got a 12 because I also get a +2, so yeah.
Ooh.
I got a 13.
Oh my
nice.
God. I
got
was
a
trying
10.
to one-up you.
Wow.
I just rolled an
So
11
good.
and I am good at mystical.
So, consider you haven't been magical very long, this probably is one of the first times that your magic actually clicks together and you feel like you're working as one person. And you manage to pour healing magic into Q Bunny, who then pours it into Mira. And as this scene ends, Mira's eyes blink open. And Mira goes, "Oh, thank goodness." And just, this is where we will end, with Mira waking up. And we will find out what happened to Mira next time.
Oh my gosh!
Cliffhanger!
Dun, dun, dun.
Cliffhanger!
What?
Ah!
So, as we exit, we have an injured magical creature with no magical girl in sight. We have Q Bunny bringing you all together to heal Mira, and you will find out who your foe is next episode.
Heck yeah!
Oh yeah.
Alright, so now that we're exiting out, this has been Glitterhearts, and we will see you next week for more of the same. I know, we've been doing one-shots for a long while, but we are going to have a longer story this month.
Yay! Who are you?
Oh! Who am I? I am Zan, and also known as Zan Larson and Poet Rabbit on Twitter and Instagram. And I am an artist, sometimes writer, and I draw really cool things. You can find my art on zanlarson.com. And on to the next person. Draz, who are you? Where can we find you?
Hello, I'm Draz. With Twitter collapsing, like, the best way to find me is either my Itch.io page, which has got all of my games and stuff, or on our Threeflings Patreon Discord, which you can access if you're one of our patrons. As I think I mentioned this during a time where, like, the stream wasn't actually, recording, but, both Glitterhearts and some of my stuff are in the Queer Games bundle this year. It is in its final, like, 2 hours, so if you haven't got it already, there's a $60 option, and there's also a $10 option if you, financially not in a place to, pay $60.
Yeah. Also, just in case this was cut off in our shenanigans in the beginning, this game is Glitterhearts by Greg L. You can find it on Itch.io, and it is, as we said, on sale right now. Okay,
Which
Jess.
is also really cute.
Oh, it is. Yeah. It is really cute. The art is fantastic.
Yeah.
Jess, who are you? Where can we find you?
My name's Jess, and you can find me here every Friday/Saturday playing this game, and that's all I've really got going on right now. Just this show. It's all that I have. With Twitter collapsing, you can find me on Blue Sky or on Dice Camp. They're linked on my Twitter. And, I was gonna at the end of this month, we are gonna be playing on TTRPG's channel, so more about that to come.
Yeah.
Christina, who are you?
Hey, I'm Christina. I write stuff, and I GM, and I roleplay stuff on streams, and I'm very excited to be playing this. This game is super fun, and I like it a lot. Yeah, you can find me online places. I am on Dice Camp, I think, and I'm also on the Threeflings Discord, posting pictures of my dog. So if you want to see cute Bard pics with his little vampire teeth, come join us.
That was the show. We are gonna do our behind the scenes episode. Get access to those by supporting us on Patreon, as mentioned, and it says up there. And thank you all for joining us. We know last month was kind of funky, but we're back. What's up, Dan?
Are we doing the raffle now, or?
I checked, and I ran the winner, and they are not here, but Klein has won the giveaway.
Yay!
So I will message him, and yeah, he's not here, so I'll send him a message in our Discord. which you could join by becoming a patron. But
it's
congrats.
too late for the.
It's what?
I was gonna say it's too late for the raffle, but you can always still go donate to Montana Two Spirit Society.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, it's a great cause. Donate.
We really like them. That's not it. Oh my god, Jess. There it is. It was donation. There you go. There it is. No, it's not. I don't know. That's where you can donate. It's linked there. There it is. Yay. And we're gonna go raid our stream team buddy Phoenix Iwaki. So give the Phoenix Iwaki team a 3-fee hello, and we will see you next week. Take care, everybody.
Love it.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.